Welcome back to the UnMeasured podcast. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic weekend or whenever you guys are stopping in and tuning in to this episode. I want to fully announce that we have repicked the winners for the UnMeasured t-shirt contest. So I believe Novastic and Casey Sargent won the last two t-shirts. So if you guys were not in the live broadcast or haven't checked out any of the broadcasts, we will be messaging you guys on Twitter to get your addresses from you guys. But thank you guys for all the support through that. We will be doing one very soon here before Christmas.
Yeah, we'll have another t-shirt giveaway coming up. Thank you all for tuning in on the iTunes app, on YouTube, on SoundCloud. We do appreciate all your attention, and we'd love to hear your feedback. So give us a rating on iTunes and leave us a comment on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the 11th episode, number 11, the best number out there. Podcast number 11. This is Trevor.
And Brennan. Welcome, everybody, to the 11th episode of the UnMeasured podcast.
How you doing today, Brennan?
Doing pretty good. A little tired, like normal, but it's all good. We got to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Got to get it done.
Absolutely. It's so cold in your room right now.
I love it.
Normally, it's super warm.
Right? You usually come in here after, like, a 10-hour stream or something usually.
I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. It says
the new app, testing out some new apps. What's up, live viewers? How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday morning? Hopefully you guys are having a good one. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're just cooling it. You got any plans for today? Any football watching?
I need to clean my room.
Yeah? Oh yeah,
I don't
you
really watch so much football anymore.
I kind of glance a little bit, but I mean, I don't really just sit down and, like, my dad enjoys it. And that's cool, but I don't really sit down and just, like, yeah, I'm gonna watch football today. Like, I don't know.
I know.
The older I get, at least for me, because I just am so much more into the streaming stuff and watching YouTube and all that stuff. Not that I don't like sports, but I find myself watching it way less and way less.
Yeah, it's hard. It's harder for me to get into it. Even if like the Packers are on, I still don't enjoy it as much. I love watching them, but I just don't want to sit down and watch.
Like, I probably watch more UFC now than I watch. Yeah, than I watch. I wouldn't say actual sports; it's still a sport, but than like football or basketball or something. Right. You know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is.
But not much going on today besides that.
Okay.
What was I going to think about? Oh yeah, I was talking about this with my my fiance, starting to do Uber. So she's going overseas in January, the whole month of January. I was like, what if I just Ubered? If I started doing Uber that entire month, just because I think that's a good way to get some money,
some easy cash.
What do you think? What do you think about Uber?
I think it's great.
Would you do it?
If I had to, yeah.
I just think it's like
if you're available to, you have a decent vehicle.
Oh yeah,
why not?
I'd have to use my mom's vehicle, otherwise I can't be lugging around someone in.
I think you have to have like a
2007 or newer.
Yeah, it's got to be a newer. It's gonna be a newer car.
It's gotta be able to hold like 4 people or something.
Yeah, and it's gotta be like decently sized. Because I remember when I'm sure Nova can speak on this too. When we were in Boston, we had to have like 4 people be able to sit in a car every single time. Yeah. We were just getting Ubers and Ubers and Ubers. That's the only way we traveled. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. Especially in big cities. Like if you were down in like Minneapolis, you can make some buco bucks.
Yeah. That's what I'm planning on. Just going down to the cities on a weekend where I'm just making some good money, just driving people around.
The best thing about it too is you can literally turn it on and off whenever you want.
It's literally you work whenever you want.
It's awesome.
It is. It's so convenient for people not only using the app, but like the workers, the people driving everywhere. They're able to just kind of work whenever they want to. And yeah, it's so convenient. You can literally just, especially in the bigger cities, you can turn on your app, say, all right, where's an Uber? All right, 5 minutes until an Uber's here.
Yeah, I know
don't
some
have
people
to swipe a credit card.
They
it's
do
already
Lyft and Uber at the same time too. They have like both apps. That's double duty right there.
Double duty. That's right. Yeah, I wonder which one pays better. They're probably very similar.
Identical. I know Lyft, for some reason, when we were in Boston, they had more options, like for bigger vehicles.
Really?
Yeah. At least in Boston, I don't know, but that's just, they're everywhere. Like, I mean, you walk around the corner, you see the Uber stickers and the Lyft stickers on nearly every vehicle driving. It's pretty interesting.
It is. It's actually a really cool thing. It's just, it saves people so much time.
Yeah,
you don't
sure.
you don't have to swipe your credit card. You don't have to. You know how much you're paying. You know how much it's gonna be.
It's cheaper than taxis.
Way cheaper than taxis, and then it's kind of convenient too. You can see the person's face on the app.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're gonna drive. You know like what the car is gonna be like. You know Uber's up to standards where they're not gonna like throw you in some rat hole of a car. And a lot of people too.
Yeah.
A lot of Ubers have like mints and like they try to treat you really nice while you're there just to get a tip.
Oh, for sure.
But you don't have to tip them if you don't want either.
You don't have to,
which is nice.
I usually
do too. But
right, for
you
sure.
have that option. Which I think I'm going to do it during January. If my mom's like, yeah, let's switch cars for January, I'm just going to Uber and try it out.
Dude, I mean, you can make a couple $100 in a weekend if you drive enough, especially in the right place, for sure.
Like, there was a guy that picked us up just to go downtown was like $25 and he got us there in like 20 minutes. It's like, that's pretty good money. If you get like 2 or 3 rides in an hour, you can make $100.
Right, exactly. You can only do, if you want to do it for like 2 hours or something for the night, you know.
Just make some gas money.
Right? Easy gas money right there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I think I'm going to do it.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, why not, dude?
Good money to pay off some school. Why not?
Right.
Help a brother out.
Yeah, right.
Would you ever Uber?
I would do it. Yeah. I just needed kind of a vehicle to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I'll ever do it like after January.
Yeah.
But I'd keep like in touch with Uber to make sure I could still do it if like, oh, this weekend I'm gonna go and make $100 just because I want to.
Yeah, I think you just need to like register and then you get like the Uber sticker or whatever.
I registered one time, but it was I signed up for it, but I never followed through with it.
Yeah.
I never got a sticker. Because I didn't have a vehicle for it.
Yeah, you really need that vehicle.
Speaking of vehicles, when are you looking to change vehicle?
Yeah, I'm gonna grind this thing into the ground, dude. It still works. It's got great gas mileage. I mean, what else do you really? I mean, yes, I'd like to have a newer vehicle, but I mean, it gets you from point A to point B, and I drive a lot too. So like. It's not that I barely drive it.
All right. I guess here's my question. When the old Black Beauty dies, what are you going to go to?
I would love a Jeep, honestly. Like, not the most luxurious car in the world, but just the longevity Jeeps have. Specific Jeep, though, I would love to get a Rubicon, man. That's like the dream. I love that,
I think you're so weird for that. Everyone else is like, I want a Wrangler or like a...
It's similar to a Wrangler, but just a bit bigger. Like, it's... I think Rubicons have 2 doors as well, or 4 doors. Sorry, not 2 doors.
Gotcha.
And it's just bigger. I don't know. I like the look of them a bit better.
Jackson just picked up a Rubicon, my buddy.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm not a Rubicon.
Or a Wrangler.
A Wrangler.
Okay.
All black, leather seats on the inside. It's super nice.
Yeah, they are nice cars.
Expensive though.
Yeah, they are.
The Jeeps are not cheap,
dude. They're not. Well, they're not cheap for a good reason because they last.
Dude. They last for a while,
and they keep their value. Jeeps keep their value pretty well.
Depends on the Jeep.
Yeah, if you're getting like a brand spanking new one, of course that shit's gonna last you a decade. But
yeah, we'll see. So
yeah, that's the goal. That's the dream right there. Jeep Rubicon right there.
Jeep Rubicon. Yeah, I'm driving mine into the ground too.
Yours is like a 2007?
4.
Oh my god.
I wish it was that new, dude.
I thought it was a little bit newer than that. Yo, the banana boat,
5 years newer than yours.
Banana boat is getting old, baby.
She's got 155 on it, so she's got time.
Yeah, I'm in the 280
As long as
range.
I treat it good, keep up to date on my oil changes and all that stuff, getting it checked out.
Yeah.
She gonna be riding for a while.
Dude, I'm at 280.
There's a guy at my work though, 280.
Yeah.
Holy frick. That is so...
almost at the 300K mark, baby.
That is so many miles. How much money have you put into it?
I'm trying to think over the year. I mean, I've had it for like close to 4.5 years now.
Dude, it seems like way longer than that.
It seems like way longer, but hasn't been that long. I'd probably say like 6 G's I've put into it.
Okay.
So nothing insane.
Yeah.
But you mean you gotta? That's what happens with used cars, though.
Especially like, European cars.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you telling me, bro? Like one ball joint for a European car is like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Even on old ones too, because they're like they have specific parts, and I learned this the hard way as well. Not just with like car parts, but let's just say you want to put a new sound system in a European car. No. You need special keys and tools to pull out the deck. Really? To pull out different speakers, different things like that.
So you had to buy those when you got your thing?
Well, I'll go on a little story here. So this was about 3 years ago when me and Braden were putting in the good old subs and sound system in. And we didn't know you had to have these special keys. They're like these little tiny keys with like a notch that locks into the default deck that your car comes with. We didn't know that, so we're like, we take off the face of it and we unscrew this and that, and then we're like, that shiz is not moving. So I'm like, what do we do? He's like, I think we need special keys. And I was like, no shot. So we look it up, and we need these special keys I'm talking about. And we're like, oh my gosh, they're not going to be here forever, because they're like these special European keys. Yeah. So I'm like, Braden, can we just rip that shiz out? Like, I'm serious. I'm like, we've been at this all day, wiring stuff underneath the base of the car, hooking up
oh my gosh,
the amplifier to the subs, and then getting all the cords organized and everything. And I'm just like, dude, let's just rip this son of a gun out. And he's like, are you sure? Because he's making sure. He's like, this is your car and not mine. So if it breaks something, that is not my fault.
It's on you.
And I was just like, rip that son of a gun out. And so he takes the edge of the hammer and just goes boom. He ripped that thing out, and it was the most satisfying thing in the world. But it was
didn't break anything.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't cut his arm or something, because that is not supposed to come out. We somehow got it out.
Jeez.
And then we put the new one in, powered it up, and we were ripping the sound system, dude. But it was a little funny experience.
Is the sound system the favorite thing you put in your car?
100%, dude. That, and then the rims we did by hand. Right. So
the black rims.
Yep, they still are strong, man. That was just like 5 coats of I don't know if it was metallic black. I don't remember the exact color, but we sanded it off quite a bit. Like we sanded it off like 3 times on each tire.
Oh, wow.
Like, so you go really hard on the sanding, and then you just like blow dry all the sand stuff off of the rims, and then you coat and coat and coat for like 3 hours, and you just let it sit. And then they looked good. They looked real good.
Absolutely.
Yep.
They're still holding up.
That car's been through a lot, man. We could tell so many car stories, dude.
Car stories. Yeah.
The only one that I remember vividly, besides crashing in Matt's car multiple times, is the one with you driving the banana boat, and we were
throwing pennies.
We were throwing pennies at Klimek, and
I remember that.
And you rear-ended someone.
Dude, we were going like 60.
We were flying,
and
dude.
I thought, when I saw that, I don't think my heart has ever beat that fast or stopped so quickly. It like stopped. Yeah, ever.
Really?
You're driving in a car 60 miles an hour, you see the brake lights on, you're like, frick.
To be honest, so I don't know how you stopped that quick, because, I mean, for live viewers here, I'm going to give you like a visual. So imagine this as like the window. Trevor's arm is like pushing out the window like this, and he's like whipping quarters and pennies outside our friend's car. And then he just last split second notices that there's a car, like we're about to smoke this car. Like we're about to just rip this car apart. He somehow manages, I give him props. I don't know how those brakes didn't give out, because, man, either. Like, dude, we were going like 60, and he just and gives it a little,
just like
just
the tiniest little tap. And I was like, Brennan, I don't even, like, we hit them so lightly that I was like, did they even notice that we bumped them?
They didn't. And
they did,
but they're like, did you guys really hit us that hard?
Yeah,
like,
so that we pull over the side of the road, and the lady goes, she went to our high school, and she was like, I was like, sorry about that. Like, really relieved. I was like, I don't see anything on their bumper. So then we had to take down insurance and take down emails and stuff like that, and ended up like barely any. There was maybe a tiny dent, like a tiny little like.
And she didn't care.
And she didn't give a rip and she was just like, yeah, I'll just give you a call later if we think anything's of it. Like if we think anything is wrong with it. But right now it doesn't look like anything. So I was just like, unreal. Thank the Lord, literally.
And one last car story here. I never would have thought this would have happened to anyone else besides you. Remember when that car backed into us?
Oh, my sweet Lanta.
I'm trying to give you guys a visual here. So we got 2 cars here. This is Trevor's car right here.
It's my car.
And this is the car in front of us.
And my hand is the stop sign. So
visualize a stop sign right here.
Let's give this to the podcast listeners too. So I'm stopped behind a car at a stop sign. Okay, so there's stop sign, there's someone else, and then there's me right behind. So Brennan's in the passenger seat with me, and we're just chilling. We're like, oh, this person's like kind of taking a while to go. Maybe just a complete stop. I don't know if there's a cop.
It was a brand new car
in front of us, and we're driving the nanoboat. All of a sudden, we see this dinglewad put on his reverse lights. and backs straight into my car while we're stopped at a stop sign.
And just rips Trevor's car. And I'm like,
he gets out of the car. He goes, guys, this is a brand new car. I'm so sorry. And we were like, dude, don't be, I mean,
this is your fault,
sorry.
buddy.
Be sorry, but be better. No.
Be better.
And so we look at our car. There's like one of the plastic pieces on my bumper, like cracked off. So I was like, it's not a big deal. He has a huge like dent and scratches in the back of his car
brand new car
in his brand new car, and we're like, wow, did that really just happen? First of all, what was he doing put it in reverse?
Second of all, there's these things called mirrors, buddy. You gotta use them.
But who puts it in reverse at a stop sign? It was the most bizarre thing.
Another person does that to me, actually.
Yeah, you had this happen.
Except my car got
destroyed.
Okay, so same scenario. It might have been the same gosh darn stop sign.
It was.
Seriously.
Was it the one right out here?
Yeah, right in front of Radisson.
That's the one.
Same gosh. This stop sign's cursed, chat. But, oh, dude. I'm driving home from work. Best part about this story is I have an eyewitness on the phone. Well, an ear witness on the phone.
Is it Matt?
Matthew Juvie. On the phone with me. I'm driving home because we always talk after work a lot of the time. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Matt, I'm about to get hit by a car. I look behind me. I can't back up. There's a car behind me. So I'm like, I either risk it, go around this big... It's an Alina like health truck. Yeah. So I can't see around it. He's not using his mirrors, obviously. I'm like, okay, thinking split second here. I reverse it into someone's yard. Don't get hit. Maybe possibly hit a mailbox. I can't see. This is split second decisions going on in my head right now. I'm second guessing. Go around this guy's blind spot and risk getting head-on collisioned. So I'm like, I was like, I have no options. I'm like, man, I just got hit by a car. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm dead serious. I'll call you later. Hang up the phone. This Alina truck, Joe, dude, just I can't even describe.
What happened to your car?
My radiator broke in half. My entire front bumper was destroyed. He broke both of my front lights. They just went out. Yep. My mirror had a crack in it, and the crack got bigger from that.
So what did he say when he got out of the car?
He was just pissed at himself because supposedly they have like really strict driving things for Alina, and you get like really good bonuses at the end of the year for not getting into the accidents, and it was towards the end of the year. And he's like, God, he's like, he's cussing? He's cussing himself out because he was so pissed. He's like, how do I not look? And he's just going off at himself, and he's like, gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Because normally I'm sure he just backs out and is, not
so
really
he was
thinking.
In a driveway.
He was going to go into a driveway, but I'm assuming he was backing out to get next to the other driveway he was going to stop at. And so he just backed out thinking, nothing was going to happen. Just a quick little back out. I mean, it felt like, it felt like an earthquake hit my car. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how does this happen? And so I get out, my car is just leaking everywhere. And I'm just like, I'm literally 30 seconds away from my house. Just
dude, that's where most accidents happen.
It's crazy, bro. People don't know what they're doing on the road.
I remember there was a stat, like most accidents happen within 5 minutes of getting to your house. Because people, I think, get a little lazy. They're like, oh, we're almost home. Get a little lazy.
It's the neighborhood. I know
stop
what's
stopping
going on.
at stop signs. Go a little fast.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it, dude. Wrecked my radiator. Completely needed a new one. I needed a new bumper. And the sucky part was, dude, these insurance companies, bro, are the most scummy people of all time. So they wanted to total my car. I'm like, I don't have money to get a new car unless you're reimbursing me for 8 G's so I can get a new car. They wanted to only give me like $2,000. I'm like, no shot, buddy. I want my car and $2,000.
Yep.
So my dad and me fought back and forth with these people. Yep. Got my car back. I ended up getting like $1,800.
So they wanted to take your car away for $2,000. They wanted to
torch my car, bro, and tell me to go get a new one. I'm like, there's no shot unless you reimburse me full. Like, I'm not, no, I can't afford that. Like, who do these people think they are, bro? Just because it's an old car? No, I'm keeping my car because it's my car. It's the only form of transportation I can afford right now.
You'll see Brennan going to work on the bus now.
Right, dude? I'm walking. That would suck. Anyways, we got that back. I know a guy in the area that does mechanic stuff for European cars for dirt cheap. He just gets it done. You pay him in cash. That's it. So I know a local dude hooked a brother up for only like $800. He fixed the whole shiz. He's just like, honestly, I'll do it for $800. Just forget about the bumper. It's way too expensive. He's like, I'll do everything else but the bumper. So my bumper is still jacked up to this day, but I don't care. I'm just driving it. Fixed it all up for $800, man.
Wow.
And I kept the rest in the pocket, baby.
There you go. So you got $1,200.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, that's my little backup story. I just couldn't believe that.
That is crazy. I know. I always think like, how do you do that as a driver? But those things
accidents happen sometimes.
My car got totaled from the hail damage.
Oh, that's right. Did you get reimbursed full for that?
I got $5,000 for that.
Yeah.
And got to keep my car. So my car is technically a salvage title right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But it was really nice. Like the way
dude.
I wonder if it's any different because mine was like a natural disaster and people everywhere in Blaine were having that happen to them. I'm sure.
Could have been a little different. I mean, nothing like that happens that intensively, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, just for instance, like Bailey's boyfriend does the insurance claims on the roofs. I mean, could you imagine how many like dineros we're talking here just in our neighborhood? Could you imagine like the whole state? Dude.
It's crazy.
They're not even done. They're not going to be done for another summer or two.
Really?
Doing these roofs, man. Because, I mean, it's getting cold out. You can't stay on roofs.
Did your roof get redone?
Ours is good to go now.
Ours got redone,
we
too.
have the hookup, obviously. He's like, we're going to move up this house to the top of the list.
Yeah, actually.
But, yeah, I mean, that's natural disaster. You never would have thought. I was driving. I was at work when all this happened. And, like, you were calling me and Matt was calling me, and I'm like, my mom's calling me. I'm like, okay, is the world ending right now? I'm like,
dude, it was crazy. Were you here when it happened?
I was at work. I heard it in like the Targets and the Cub Foods that I was at. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's hailing hella hard out. And then all of a sudden, all my close ones to me are calling me and texting me. I'm getting like 15 text messages in a stop. I'm like, what is happening right now? I mean, the world is ending or something?
Actually, we were about to head out to church. And we see the skies, and we're like, it seems
green.
Like it's pitch black out.
Green for me.
Yeah, and so we're about to walk outside, and we're like, maybe we should check the weather forecast. Like, can we make it to church? It's only 5 minutes away, but can we make it without all of a sudden? Because it was like I think it was raining a little bit. All of a sudden, hail for days.
Yeah,
like hail the size of golf balls everywhere. We walk outside after the storm. About 3 inches of hail up against our garage door was just pushed up against our garage door.
That's crazy.
And so we're like, it looked like it snowed for the first time. We walked up and down the streets.
I thought it looked like a dream, dude. Seriously, because these things were like this big.
Yeah, they're huge.
Like,
and so we went out and we were walking the streets, checking on the neighbors and stuff. There's windows shattered. There is a tree uprooted from the ground by my house. There's cops like making sure everyone's okay. There's a cop down my street who is kind of checking everything out. But there's shattered windows. It looked like every leaf had fallen from every tree. That's what the ground looked like.
It was unbelievable.
My mirrors were shattered. Kristen's, her entire car was just destroyed from the hail. No windows were damaged though, which surprised me. But everything was just wrecked.
Yeah, it's
everything
crazy.
was wrecked, and it was our glass table in our backyard shattered. Everyone's siding was just uprooted, basically like lifted off of the house. It was wild. It was crazy. It
was an interesting experience. I don't think I've ever witnessed a hailstorm to that extent. No. There's hail here and there, but dude, just ripping houses apart.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It was wild, yeah. But yeah, stuff like that happens, and I got $5,000 from it.
Yeah,
so
you did.
I was like, sure
that
thing.
Reimbursement going right in the pocket.
Yes. But
absolutely love it.
That was epic. So yeah. I don't know what I have to do with the salvage side. I think I'm just gonna drive it to the ground.
That's pretty much what I'm doing, dude. As long as I replace my tires on my car and keep it regularly oil changed, dude, I think I can make this thing last for a while. If
I can get 2 more years out of my car without having to put a major replacement part into it, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Yours is quite a few years older than mine, so
younger.
Or should say,
younger.
Yeah, younger.
Yeah. Can't be much older than yours, buddy.
Shoot, are you driving a 94, buddy?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is crazy how long your car has lasted for the job you have.
Yeah, for sure.
For when you're driving 2 days a week for, I mean, how many miles do you think you drive?
I drive 70 each time. And then if I pick up like a chip route, dude, I'm driving a minimum of 70 each time.
I'm driving about 60 miles a day.
Yeah, you drive a lot. See, if I worked Monday through Friday, I would be doing the same thing too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Putting some numeros on that, so I can't wait to move out and get down. I heard Alex and Tony are looking at a spot.
Tony's always mentioned that to me. He's really down for that because he said he's like, it's time for me to just get out and do my own thing type of deal. I mean, good for them. If it works out, dude, When do you think you'd move out? I don't know, man. I have it way too good here, dude.
It's nice here.
I'm able to do this. I'm able to work and then have my own room. Like, I live on the lake, dude. What else
Nothing
can a man
like living with the rents, man. I'm telling you what. Yeah, it's something that I take for granted.
I feel like
I come back and I'm like, I don't want to live with my parents. I want to move out and live with people
until you move out.
Fun fact about this is so random. Last night I went to like a speakeasy bar. One of the coolest bars I've ever been in. So
really,
it's called Al's Place. It's in Northeast Minneapolis.
Oh, you guys went to Northeast?
Oh, it's so cool.
Northeast is awesome.
And so you put your name in and you're on a list, and they only let a certain amount of people into this place.
Okay.
So you go in, and they have this little like peep through thing. So there's like basically a bouncer, and so you knock on the door and you have to knock loud enough so they hear.
Yeah.
So there's two entrances. So this is the first entrance. So you knock on the door, the guy answers, he goes, "Hey, come on in. Like, what's your name? Are you on the list?" So you say, "Yes, I'm on the list." And so they say, "All right, what's your name?" "Sean, we have 8 people." So you enter in, this guy lets you in, and he runs through the house rules with you. So he's like, house rules, no cell phones, and he's got like a New York accent.
That's
so he's
awesome.
He's like, hey, and so one of our buddies kind of had the door peaked a little bit. He's like, "Hey, you're drawing too much attention. Close the door." so he closes the door. It was so cool. He was like, "Close the door," and they have fog machines going.
Yeah.
So it's like a 1920s. Basically,
yo, I can just imagine that. That's
it was the coolest thing. And then so the other entrance they have is through a photo booth. So you enter in and it's like a photo booth, and then after that it's like, because that's how you used to do speakeasies. Speakeasies are bars back in the like 20s where it was during the Prohibition era.
Yeah, where alcohol was banned.
So alcohol was banned, so you had to kind of secretively.
That's so cool.
So it's an Al Capone based bar, and it was so cool. And so they have a huge drink list of a bunch of mixed drinks, a bunch of cocktails, and they're like $11-12 each. Then they bring out this captain's list where it's like the most rare alcohol in Minnesota. Really? So they have bottles of apple vodka I don't even know what it was, but they only have 6 bottles of it, or so they created like 6 barrels of it, and that's all they have left. And once it's out, it's out.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and so these drinks are $35 a piece. Wow. Just for like this much alcohol. And so these guys are coming in, and so the person who makes those drinks is called the captain. So these lights on the wall, and you turn on these old school lights, and the captain knows, oh, this person wants a drink. So he carts over a liquor, basically cart, and he mixes these drinks in front of you. He's the coolest dude ever. He's called Mr. Sunshine. So Mr. Sunshine comes over, and he must be the owner of the bar. And so he like makes all your drinks. There's like a lady dressed up in old school clothes singing next to you. It's like fog machine, so it's kind of musky, and it was so cool.
That's so cool.
It was so cool. And so we need to hit that sometime. That was one of the coolest.
Dude, Northeast is one of my favorite spots.
Northeast was awesome.
It's vibes, an awesome place. Man.
But I love hitting spots like that. That was
for sure.
That was epic. I just had to tell that story because it was
that's cool though.
It was awesome.
Cool idea.
Yeah, yeah. And when you're walking out, it says the only it's only called a secret if you don't tell anybody, so shh. And it's got like that sign. It's really cool.
That's sweet.
It was awesome, man. We got to hit some places like that.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
It's so cool when people know of spots like that. Like, how do you ever hear about that? I never
from someone telling me.
Exactly.
I guess, you
hear. I don't know who went there first and who tells people, but it was so cool. It's right next to a bar that you'd never know it's there.
Huh?
It's so cool. It was so cool, but we'll have to hit it sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
It was awesome.
That's sweet.
Could you imagine? I would love to open a bar like that. Would you ever open a bar?
I don't know. I don't know if it's really my scene, but I guess, you know.
I would open like a chill bar like that.
Yeah, I guess it would be something more like I would go to with like my friends and stuff like that, you know.
I would open either a brewery.
Like a pub or something?
Yeah, or a place where you can have a nice dinner and really nice drinks like that place.
That's what we need to do sometime, like for real. Like we need to just go out, get a little snazzied up, get really a nice dinner, and just. I'd
love that.
That would be vibes,
so much
dude,
fun.
Right?
We could all dress up.
When do we really do that? You know?
Yeah. Here's my question: would you rent a suit or would you buy a suit for a wedding?
Rent. Yeah, it's just cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I've been to a couple weddings, it's just like, man, should I really get a suit? You know?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
It's almost better. Sometimes they're like $100 more, but if you just buy, then you have it for your life.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to get it like sized properly and have a suit that matches with everything or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Do you have a suit? I'm assuming you do.
I have a couple suits.
Okay.
I have one real good one.
Yeah.
And then one like okay one that is more like a blazer. That's not really a nice suit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
As we get older, it's nicer to have suits around.
What do you think on dressing up? Because I know a lot of people. I mean, I wasn't one of those people, but a lot of people when they're younger, they don't like to dress up as much. I love dressing up, dude. Like when we were dressing up for basketball in high school and all that stuff, I loved that, bro.
I love it now. Now that I'm kind of dressing up more and more, and I'm getting more dress clothes and stuff like that, and it's starting to look better, and I'm getting nicer clothes.
Yeah.
I like it more. When I was younger, when I had just like okay dress clothes, I was like, this is okay. But now that you get like to match suits with dress shirts with ties and you get nicer shoes, like I enjoy to do that stuff now.
Yeah, for sure.
And it'd be fun to go to like that speakeasy was like very dressed up, and it'd be fun to go to somewhere like that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Grab a nice dinner, grab a drink off the captain's list.
Hey, well, you know what they say, you look good, feel good, man.
Feel good. Look good, feel good, play good.
Love it.
But I enjoy dressing up.
I do too. Like a nice watch, good shoes, stuff like that.
I want to get an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to,
My
but I
sister
also
has one.
enjoy.
She absolutely loves it.
Does she?
And she works out at the gym or whatever. It's really nice for that. And then you don't necessarily have to take your phone, I think, with them now. Like you can just have your things on there if you don't want to have your phone with you all the time when you're working out or going on a run or whatever the case may be. I think it's really good for that.
I think it's great for when you want to go on a run, you have wireless earbuds, you just pair your phone.
Do you have those, by the way?
I don't.
The earpods?
I think they're
expensive.
They're $160. They're $160. I thought funny story about these AirPods. So I use the OfferUp app, or I don't know what it's called, one of those apps. And so I go on and I'm like, Apple AirPods. So I'm thinking like the wireless earbuds, and I'm like $20. So I've messaged this guy. I'm like, dude, I'm all in on these. Let's meet up. I want these earbuds. So I messaged him like 3 times. I get to the spot and then I realize I'm like, wait, these aren't. There's no way these are actually the wireless ear pods. So
did he clickbait you? Did you get clickbaited?
What is clickbait?
Like you take a picture of something.
No.
Okay.
But they ended up being just the regular earphones. I was like, I looked them up. I was like, these can't be real. Like they're $160. He's not gonna be selling these for $20. So then I get to the spot. And then I text him. I'm like, oh, dude, are these the wireless ones? I completely thought they were. He was like, no, it says it on the description that they're the regular earbuds. So I felt horrible. I ended up having him. He probably left his house, and I was like, I'm out. So I felt bad. But I do think those are sick.
Yeah.
There's some online, like not the actual Apple ones, but there's some that you just have one.
Yeah, I've seen those ones before. I've looked them up a little bit.
I want the ones with 2, but
yeah,
I think they're sweet. Right. I like the idea of them. I think they look awesome. I
just would be so worried to lose them because they're so tiny, dude. Oh, yeah. Like if I'm traveling and going on a plane or something and you're carrying bags and all trying to get to your flight on time and stuff, I'm worried, dude.
I would be so adamant about putting it back in their little travel case.
I heard they have a cool little like magnetic travel thing. So
it's
like,
cool. You have a travel thing, and then I think you just plug the charger into the bottom of it.
Baby.
I think.
All right.
So I think it's pretty sweet, but I think those are really cool. I just don't use Beats as much as I used to.
They're not that great a quality, man.
Not?
I've been into like, audio and a little bit more since I've been doing more podcasting and broadcasting stuff for the last couple of years. And man, Beats, dude, they just suck. They're not that great.
Yeah.
I heard they're really cheaply made.
Yep.
And
dude, they got to make so much money off those.
Oh, 100%, dude. They don't feel high quality. No. For instance, like the microphone company that we use, Audio-Technica, if you're listening to this, yeah, could you imagine? Anyways, nice. I got to shoot my shot, dude. You know?
Shoot your shot.
Shoot my shot.
Shoot or shoot.
Right.
Shoot or shoot, man.
But yeah, they make great audio equipment and, microphone equipment, and they're reasonably priced. Like they have.
Yeah, what is Audio-Technica for like a pair of headphones?
Depends on what kind of tier you want. If you want like straight up studio, like mixing, complete soundproof headphones. If you want wireless ones, they have different tiers for each ones. Okay. They're really good. I was honestly thinking about picking a pair up.
Yeah, I have a pair of Beats. I have another funny story about Beats. My first pair got ran over by my buddy in his car, so they completely shattered. So now I'm using my dad's.
Tough.
But yeah, I just think they're, for travel especially, I don't like having like to take them out of travel case. I still have the corded ones, so they're not wireless. And they're just inconvenient for travel, having to take them off, put them on. Whereas those Apple EarPods would be so nice, like boop, boop.
It's
wireless.
Super convenient for space.
Super.
As long as you don't lose them, obviously.
Yeah. And I have a super tiny backpack that I travel with, so it's like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're gone for like a day, 2 days max.
It's not even worth it. It's not even worth
Why
having
would you
them.
pack more?
It's just nice because they are noise canceling for the most part, on airplanes at least.
Okay, I got a question for you. So you're traveling a lot more now. Yeah. So what are like your essentials, like a must-have essentials
must-haves
for, let's just say, a 2-day trip? Okay. Let's go right there.
For a 2-day trip, just for the airplane.
Like you can't leave your house unless you pack that thing.
I need a book. I need a Bible. I need my headphones. I need, what else do I need? On the plane, let me think here. I always dress in like sweats.
Okay.
I need to dress like so I can take a nap on the plane, or just like, I have all my dress clothes in my bag. I need my laptop. Man, what's like something I really, really need? I don't bring anything fun, really. I enjoy chatting with people next to me. So... but headphones is huge. Yeah. Headphones is everything to me.
The big ones.
So I need to download a couple podcasts.
Okay.
I need to download a couple podcasts. I need to have my Spotify playlist on fire.
Yep.
I need something good on there. Yeah, I need it downloaded. Now they have it on Delta where you can iMessage on the plane.
Oh, really?
So I could text you while I'm 35,000 feet in the air, which is crazy.
Delta's nice.
Delta's really nice. And I'm glad that's the way we fly, because it's super nice.
Southwest is pretty nice too, actually. I was surprised because they're a lot more cheaper than Delta is. And I was like, they've actually, like, they have a little bit more space than they used to. The chairs aren't too bad.
You know what I heard? Airlines are now going to be packing more seats into a plane, but not upping the space. So it's going to be even more tight.
So it's going to be squeezing.
Yeah. So it's going to be like
sardines in a bucket, dude.
If you get next to a big boy or a crying baby, it's over. You might get some vomit on you. But those are my essentials, I think. I'm flying Sun Country.
Oh, boy.
But it's just one flight time. I'm going to
If you got to get somewhere, though. I'm
going on a cruise in March.
I'm going to Jamaica, my dude.
Are you?
Yeah, dude.
When?
Second week of March.
I'm going there second week of March. March 10th to the 17th.
We're going March 11th, I think.
What cruise are you on?
I don't know if we're going on a cruise.
Okay, you're just going to Jamaica.
I think we're just going to Jamaica.
That would be legendary.
What if we meet up on an island, dude?
I'm going to what is it? St. Thomas Virgin Islands. Then I'm going to San Juan, and then I go to Haiti.
Really?
So I don't know if
honestly, I would have to check. I'm pretty sure it's Jamaica. My mama hasn't really said too much. But
dude, hop on that cruise. It's Cam, I, and Max or Jackson.
Wow.
Which would be
the boys.
So I'm flying Sun Country down there, and I've heard bad things about Sun Country, but it's like
it's cheap, man.
Yeah. It's $400
round trip.
All I'm paying is that $400.
Yep.
And then whatever I want on the islands.
How much is your guys' cruise then? Is it like
taken care of? I don't know.
Oh, all right. Whatever works.
It's the biggest cruise ship in the world. That's what I know.
Oh.
So, how was your cruise?
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Would you do another cruise?
Oh, 100%. I would love to do one with the boys again.
That'd be awesome.
Or again.
And they're all inclusive. Everything on the ship basically.
Yeah, as long as you pay for like your whatever. They usually have like bigger packages, like if you want to drink or like eat a certain amount of food for the week or whatever. Oof. I would have to work out real hard.
I was gonna say, they have everything on those ships. Like,
dude,
you're able to.
There was a casino in the ship. There's
I saw a picture. There's a casino on there. What'd you do every day? Like, what is your?
Dude, just like woke up, enjoyed the weather when we were out in just the middle, just sit out on the balcony.
What is it like being out on an ocean in a cruise ship? Is it super weird?
It's really weird the first day because when you're sleeping, it feels like you're on a water bed, but you're not because you're floating and it's your body's trying to like adjust to the buoyancy of the ship and everything. And then I don't know. Other than that, you get really used to it. Honestly, I've never been seasick, which is really weird because I get I get a little car sick sometimes if I'm like too like claustrophobic at the back, and a little bit. But yeah, dude, I'm fine on cruise ships.
My mom came back from a cruise ship. She had vertigo.
Really?
Yep.
Yikes.
So it wasn't just from the cruise ship. She came back and she like went in a jewelry store, and the floor was like checkered black and white floor.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Whoa!" It was like right after the cruise ship, so she just got like weirded out, and that lasted for a little while. But I'm excited. I think it's gonna be so cool. They have like basketball tournaments on there. I saw they have like Johnny Rockets on the ship.
I had Johnny Rockets.
What cruise line did you go on?
I can't remember, dude. What's the one you're going on? Maybe the same one, dude.
I can't even remember.
They had a basketball court on mine. They had a Johnny Rockets.
Did they have like the casino. Abyss, that purple slide at the top rotor?
They had some water park stuff. It's been a minute. I don't know, but
I'm excited. I think that'll be so much fun.
You should have let me know a little bit earlier. I would have totally hopped on that. But next time we got to get the core group and see if they'd be down for that.
Yeah, we haven't taken a trip with them.
That'd be sick.
I'm always in for a cheap flight somewhere,
dude.
Where we want to go.
Right? I've never traveled with any of you guys.
I love traveling.
Dude, traveling's awesome.
I used to be super afraid of going on planes.
Yeah.
I used to just hate like how gross it was in there. You can't get out, and now it's just like it's just a quicker way to travel. Yeah, it's the way you gotta look at it. It's enjoyable. I think it's fun to travel. Go fly so.
I like it.
I'm all in to go somewhere on a cheap trip.
Dude, for sure. Dude,
I'm all in.
Next like vacation or something.
Yeah. I'm going just booked. Well, we haven't booked it yet, but we're going to Sanibel Island for our honeymoon.
Oh,
Sanibel. And then we'll hit up some Fort Myers Beach sometimes.
Oh,
it's always fun.
That'll be sick.
Always a fun time. But that's 45.
Rippy dip.
That's 45. That's
a rippy dip right there.
We had a lot of people tune in today. I was noticing.
Yeah, dude, we were maxing on almost everybody. 20 today.
Let's answer some questions in the chat. Anyone have any questions or anything they're saying in the chat right now that we can talk about?
You look so much taller than me. What the heck?
I really am. No, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed and this thing's going up my hiney, so I'm like
enjoying it.
All right, who said hi? Let's say hi to these people. Wretched, what's happening? Harry PepsiGo. CSGO. There you go. What's up? What's happening? Brado. I think this is the first podcast I've watched on stream. Brado, it's good to have you on as well. Dr. Noobster. Elias the Crafter. Wow. Unusual Uncle has started watching. Guys, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Any questions? What do you guys want to hear about next time? We want to hear some of your guys' thoughts. What you want on the potty?
Yeah.
We do. Well, that was a quick 45.
Dude, these just go by quicker and quicker. Now I see why like those big podcasters like Joe Rogan and all those guys can just go for 3 like nothing.
Yeah, do they do like once a week or how do they do that?
He does like 3 a week if he's not doing like his comedy UFC stuff all the time. Yeah. He doesn't do UFC as much anymore, but yeah, he grinds it out, man. I mean, he's got a full-fledged studio though, and he's got an audio guy and a dude that renders everything for him. Like,
so much easier.
Yeah, right?
We get these rendered out pretty quick here.
Yeah, they take no time at all, man.
Which is nice.
Right.
We just crank them out right after the stream now. Hash only, I don't know who you are, but thank you for stopping in the stream. Wait, before we go, I almost forgot of something massive. So we had 2 people not answer back in the t-shirt giveaway.
Worst experience while traveling.
Worst experience while traveling.
Let me tell you what. I was stuck in an airport.
Oh yeah.
So I'll put a little backstory in this mini story, I guess. I'll try to make it quick. I was coming back from PAX East, and we didn't know there was going to be one of the worst blizzards during that time in a while. Tyler, don't talk about it. That airport. So basically, me and Tyler, res him in the chat, we're stuck in an airport for 24 hours, and it was one of the worst traveling experiences of my entire life. pretty much end of the story. It just was horrible. We couldn't sleep at all. It was just not comfortable. We were exhausted. We were hungry. It was tough. When you get sick of looking at your phone, like that's when you know it's tough.
Oh yeah, that's tough. All right, we're picking some new winners here. My worst travel experience was, man, I haven't had a bad travel experience really. Well,
at all? Nothing uncomfortable, just like giving you a migraine or anything?
No, I had to get up and pee about 5 or 6 times because I had so much water and stuff on my way to New York. It's only like a 3-hour flight, but I was middle. And I kept having to get up, and like this lady probably thought I was crapping my pants or had diarrhea or something, and I was like, no.
This young boy.
That was probably my most uncomfortable. I haven't had like a horrible experience yet. Okay, I just picked 2 winners. Okay, all right, Casey Sargent.
I know him.
Out of the USA. I don't know what city.
That's my man Casey. He's from Washington.
I know this person, Nova Stick.
Yeah, Nova. You drove Nova.
Nova out of the Netherlands. Out of the Netherlands. We just randomly drew on the Gleam.
Did you really?
Gleam giveaway here.
No shot.
We picked 2 winners. So we have Casey out of the USA. We're not sure where.
Washington.
Out of Washington. Reroll F Nova, this guy says. We got Riga, or we got this dude out of Latvia. I have no idea how to say his name. And then we have Nova out of the Netherlands. Brenda out of Breda.
Brenda?
How do you say that?
Yeah, Nova, DM us your address so we can ship those out.
Casey, if you're...
I'll hit him up.
Okay,
I can
Casey
get that address.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for entering into the t-shirt contest. We're gonna be setting up some interesting things behind the scenes here very soon.
We're gonna have some business moves
with some unmeasured merchandise.
We're gonna go for a rebrand here pretty soon.
Very soon.
And it's gonna be epic.
We gotta talk about that. It's coming up quick. It's already December, dude.
I think we could talk about it right after this.
100p, dude.
All right, guys. Thank you for stopping in. Hit us up on iTunes, on the podcast, YouTube.
This one will be up on YouTube. The last one wasn't up on YouTube, guys. We apologize for that. We're having some internet issues at the time, and we weren't fully recording it. And Twitch was our only outlet there. But the last one is up on iTunes, up on SoundCloud if you guys do want to watch it. I've been hearing some mixed reviews for people that want to possibly have it on Spotify, but we got to look into that, see how much it is to get on Spotify and stuff like that. But go tune into iTunes. All of those ones will be up on there. This one will be uploaded on YouTube ASAP. So go check those out. Subscribe for more stuff coming in the future.
Just wait on the next t-shirt giveaway. It's happening before Christmas.
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. As always, this is Trevor from the UnMeasured Podcast.
And Brennan. We will see you guys Tuesday.
Oh, we got one. We got to say what's up to this guy real quick.
I love you, dog. I love you, dog.
And I saw someone else, Laser Beam McQueen.
That's my boy, Pat.
How's it going, Pat? All right, guys, we're out of here. Thank you for tuning in to the 11th episode, the best number out there, 11, of the UnMeasured Podcast. Peace out.
Peace. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the UnMeasured Podcast. We really do appreciate it. Also, for those of you guys that were tuning into the live viewership, we're going to be starting to do maybe a possible segment on these episodes once a week, maybe a little less than that, where we answer your guys' questions in the live chat. So if you guys want to be a part of the Q&A, we will be uploading some of this Q&A on our social media site. So you guys can check that out, and if you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you tune into the live viewership on our Twitch channel.
These Q&As will be uncensored, unmeasured, and
unfiltered.
That's right. That's what we're calling it. So we'd love to hear you guys tuning in after the podcast as well, just to get some feedback and answer some deep questions, whatever you guys have for us. So appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.